Fresh trouble for Nyesom Wike, and this time it's not from Tinubu's declaration making governors supreme, not from Makinde exposing his secret deal, not from March 31st immunity expiration, but from rumored plans so strategic, so unexpected, so perfectly designed to destroy Wike's Rivers control that when details started leaking, political analysts couldn't believe the brilliance. Governor Sim Fubara allegedly has secret 2027 plan that makes Wike's Magnus Abe strategy irrelevant, plan that doesn't involve second-term ambition everyone assumes he has, plan centered on one man, Edison Ehi. What is this rumored secret plan flying around Rivers political circles? Why would Fubara allegedly agree not to seek second term? Who is Edison Ehi, and why does he terrify Wike more than Fubara's second term? And how does this strategy completely destroy both Magnus Abe and any alternative candidate Wike is planning? But here's what makes these rumors so credible. Edison Ehi already has what politicians spend billions trying to genuine grassroots acceptance, crowds without payment, structure through Fubara's government, and most dangerous to Wike, he is the man who saved democracy in Rivers State when 27 assembly members tried destroying it. Stay till end because I'm going to break down this alleged secret plan, why what we know they don't know might be most brilliant political strategy in Rivers history, and why Wike, busy preparing to fight Fubara's second term, might be preparing for completely wrong battle. This is OK Igbo Vlog, the only truth YouTube channel that uncovers what Nigerian politicians hide from you, and what's allegedly being planned in Rivers proves sometimes the best strategy is the one your enemy never sees coming. Subscribe if you haven't already. Rivers State 2027. Everyone assumes same battle. Governor Fubara seeking second term versus Wike's candidate, likely Magnus Abe or possibly Boma Iyaye as alternative. That's the narrative. That's what political watchers expect. That's what Wike is preparing for. But rumors now circulating in Rivers political circles suggest completely different scenario where Fubara doesn't seek second term at all, where he instead anoints successor who makes any Wike candidate unelectable, where strategy is so unexpected that Wike's entire 2027 machinery becomes useless. The rumored plan? Fubara allegedly planning to hand over Rivers State to Edison Ehi, the man who became Rivers' hero during the state's darkest political moment. Not confirmed, not officially announced, but whispers are consistent. Sources close to government house saying same thing. Political observers noting strange patterns in how Edison Ehi is being positioned. And if rumors are true, Wike is in serious trouble. Understanding why requires understanding who Edison Ehi is and what he represents in Rivers' political consciousness. Edison Ehi isn't typical politician who bought his way into relevance. He's man who became Rivers' hero during the state's darkest political moment when 27 assembly members, backed by Wike, attempted to impeach Fubara, when Rivers' House of Assembly became a war zone, when democracy itself was under attack in the state. Edison Ehi stood firm. As Speaker of Loyal Assembly faction, he fought back, provided legal framework for Fubara's resistance, became a symbol of standing against godfatherism, saved democracy when it was most threatened. Rivers people didn't forget that. They saw a young man refusing to be bought, refusing to betray governor, refusing to bow to Wike's pressure despite threats and intimidation. That's political capital money cannot buy. That's credibility no campaign can manufacture. That's the foundation for genuine grassroots support. And that credibility built during Rivers' constitutional crisis is exactly what makes him dangerous to Wike now. Because Edison's entire political identity is built on resisting Wike. His support comes from opposing Wike's control. His popularity stems from standing against Wike's 27 members. Now here's where alleged plan becomes devastating for Wike. Wike's entire 2027 strategy assumes he's fighting Fubara, all his preparation, all his machinery, all his attacks designed to prevent Fubara's second term. Magnus Abe reconciliation to counter Fubara, Boma Iyaye as backup in case Magnus Abe doesn't work against Fubara, federal backing to overwhelm Fubara, judicial control through 80 billion naira judges' duplexes to rig against Fubara if necessary. Everything built around defeating Fubara specifically. But if Fubara isn't running, if the candidate is instead Edison Ehi, young, credible, democracy's hero, grassroots favorite,
suddenly, all of Wike's preparation becomes irrelevant. Can't attack Fubara's record when Fubara isn't candidate. Can't claim he wants to be governor forever when he's stepping down after one term. Can't use federal backing effectively against candidate with genuine popular support. And here's the killer. Magnus Abe versus Edison Ehi isn't even competitive. Magnus Abe is Wike's former enemy turned ally. Everyone knows reconciliation was political calculation, not genuine. Everyone remembers their brutal fights. Everyone sees Magnus Abe as Wike's instrument, not independent leader.
The hero for democracy. Yes.
Edison Ehi is democracy's hero. Man who stood against 27 assembly members. Man who saved Rivers from legislative coup. Man with organic grassroots support. In direct contest, Edison Ehi destroys Magnus Abe, not even close. Same with Boma Iyaye, if that's Wike's alternative. Any candidate associated with Wike faces same problem. They are seen as Godfather's puppet. While Edison represents resistance to Godfatherism. Rivers people already chose sides during assembly crisis. They stood with Fubara and Edison against Wike's 27 members. That political alignment doesn't disappear just because election comes. Now, add Tinubu's recent declaration. Governors are leaders of APC in their respective states. If Fubara controls Rivers' party machinery as sitting governor and he anoints Edison Ehi as successor, that carries massive weight. Not just PDP machinery if Fubara stays PDP, but potentially controlling who gets APC nomination if Fubara switches or influences APC candidate selection as supreme state leader. Suddenly, Wike can't impose Magnus Abe or Boma Iyaye through party machinery. Can't override sitting governor's choice. Can't use federal backing to bypass Tinubu's own declaration about governor's supremacy. The alleged strategy, if true, is perfect. Fubara steps down, avoiding power-hungry accusations and escaping Primate Ayodele's prophecy about his political life being mortgaged. He anoints Edison Ehi, transferring all his goodwill to fresh candidate who already has independent credibility. Edison runs as democracy's hero with narrative Wike cannot counter, and he wins with genuine popular support that makes rigging obvious and difficult. Wike is left with candidates nobody wants, fighting opponent people love, without machinery to impose his choice. One source quoted phrase making rounds, "There are many ways to kill a rat." Meaning, Wike thinks battle is stopping Fubara's second term, but real strategy is something Wike doesn't see coming. Another phrase, "What we know, they don't know," suggesting Fubara's team has information and strategy Wike's side hasn't figured out yet. And warning to those wishing Fubara fails second term, you might be praying for your own oppression. Because if Fubara steps down, doesn't mean Wike's candidate wins, means someone Fubara chooses wins. And if that's Edison Ehi, Wike's oppression continues, just under different governor. Rivers State senior concerned citizen, Alvin Idamyebi Igoniebi Bensto, reportedly said, "Rivers people will queue up behind Edison any day, anytime. A man that saved democracy in Rivers deserves to lead the people to promised land." That sentiment, whether widespread or not, represents danger to Wike. Because Edison's credibility comes from resisting Wike. His political capital built on opposing Wike's control. His support based on standing against Wike's 27 members. Wike cannot counter that narrative, cannot buy Edison's credibility, cannot destroy reputation built on defending democracy against Wike's own attacks. Another alleged calculation, Sim stepping down, might be the end of 23 illegal chairmen and 27 assembly members. Meaning, if Fubara wins by installing Edison, those Wike loyalists who betrayed him lose completely. New governor with fresh mandate can clear them out entirely. And final blow reportedly being discussed. If Fubara hands over to Edison in 2027 and tells Rivers people to support him, Wike will not enter Rivers State. Not physically unable to enter, but politically irrelevant. So thoroughly defeated that returning to state he once controlled becomes humiliation rather than triumph.
These are rumors, unconfirmed plans, speculation based on political positioning and leaked conversations. Nothing official announced. Fubara hasn't declared he is not running. Edison hasn't announced governorship ambition. But patterns are concerning for Wike. Edison's positioning, Fubara's strategic moves, grassroots sentiment, political logic. And if rumors prove true, Wike spent 2 years fighting wrong battle, attacking Fubara while real threat was being positioned, preparing machinery to defeat second term while successor was being groomed, building case against incumbent while democracy's hero gained more support. Now, I want to hear from you. First, rumors suggest Fubara won't seek second term, will anoint Edison a year instead. If true, does this destroy Wike's entire Magnus Abe strategy? Second, Edison a year has grassroots support from saving democracy during assembly crisis. Can Magnus Abe or Boma Iyeye compete with that credibility? Third, what we know they don't know. Is Fubara preparing strategy Wike doesn't see coming while Wike fights wrong battle? Drop your answers. Here's the rumored plan circulating Rivers politics. Fubara allegedly not seeking 2027 second term, instead planning to anoint Edison Eye, the man who saved democracy during assembly crisis, who stood against 27 Wike-backed members, who became symbol of resistance to godfatherism. If true, this destroys Wike completely. Magnus Abe can't compete with man who saved democracy. Boma Iyeye can't match Edison's grassroots credibility. Any Wike candidate faces Godfather's puppet versus people's hero narrative. Tinubu's declaration helps. Governors control state party machinery. Fubara can anoint successor with full structural support. Wike can't impose candidate against sitting governor's choice. The brilliance. Wike preparing to fight Fubara's second term, but allegedly Fubara not running, fighting wrong battle while real threat gains momentum. What we know they don't know. Many ways to kill rat. These phrases suggesting strategy Wike hasn't seen coming. And if rumors true, by time Wike realizes, too late. If this exposed Fubara's alleged secret 2027 plan, share everywhere. Subscribe to Okeigbo Vlog. When you prepare all machinery to fight incumbent, but incumbent steps aside for more popular successor, that's not defeat, that's checkmate. This is Okeigbo Vlog, where we expose the kings, not bow to them, even when exposure includes revealing rumored strategies so brilliant that Godfather spent years preparing for wrong battle, while real threat built credibility by standing against that same Godfather.